When news about ending DACA, or Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, first came up, I was really angry. I mean, how can a nation built by immigrants be so harsh on immigrants? But after hours and hours of researching what DACA really is about, I finally understand why ending the program, while not the easiest, is the right thing to do. I am an immigrant. I may not know any dreamers personally, but according to the questionnaire that I asked you all to fill out, more than 50% of you do. In addition to that, I also use different sources such as CNN, Time Magazine, NBC News, and many more. To familiarize you all about the program, I'd like to share some information about DACA. Then, I'd like to tell you all about the drawbacks of DACA and a possible solution for illegal immigrants once their DACA expires. Lastly, I'd like to convince you all why ending DACA is a good thing and to take the necessary actions to help the dreamers. So what really is DACA? According to Katie Heinrich and Daniel Arkin, authors from the NBC News website, DACA is a program created by President Obama through an executive order. It allows young people who were brought to the US illegally as children to remain in the country. Recipients are called dreamers, and there are about 800,000 of them living among us. To be eligible, applicants can't have any serious criminal histories, and they must have arrived in the US before 2007, when they were under the age of 16. Catherine Shoykit and Tal Kopan from CNN Politics also state that dreamers can obtain valid driver's license, social security card, enroll in college, and apply for jobs. Now that you know what DACA is, I'd like to inform you why ending it is the right thing to do. While there are several reasons why we should keep DACA, such as that it adds diversity and generates revenue for the US, there are much more important reasons why we shouldn't. According to Ryan Stotts, author of the post-bulletin article Pro-Con DACA, first, it's about keeping a campaign promise. When President Trump was campaigning, he mentioned how he would immediately terminate DACA if he gets elected. I don't know about you all, but having a president who can keep his word is always a good thing. Second, DACA is unconstitutional and was an abuse of executive power by President Obama. Despite how good his intentions were, President Obama abused his power when he created DACA through an executive order. The Congress writes laws, not the president. Ending this program also fulfills a promise that President Trump made to restore the proper role of the executive and legislative branches. Third, DACA could encourage more illegal border movements. Vitana.org states that when something is given for nothing, it encourages others to follow the same path in an attempt to receive the exact same thing. This is especially significant in today's world since terrorism is such a constant threat. A border that is open is a potential security risk. Most importantly, illegal, by definition, means violating the law. Keeping DACA means the US will be full of unlawful persons. This isn't fair to those who are here legally, like me. I don't know if any of you have gone through a process to be legal residents of a country, but it's tough. A lot of staying up late filling out paperwork, a lot of interviews with the US embassies, a whole lot of money, praying if you're religious, and hours of waiting. I'm getting deported. That is probably what the dreamers think about when they hear news about DACA ending. As Maya Rodin, author from Time Magazine, puts it, when a person's DACA expires, they will no longer be shielded from deportation, nor will they be eligible for work permits. Ending DACA is a good thing, but we also have to remember that the lives of dreamers are about to undergo a huge change, and we need to make sure that their rights are protected and that they are taken care of. I encourage each and every one of you to support the DREAM Act of 2017, a bipartisan bill introduced by Senators Lindsey Graham, Dick Durbin, Jeff Flake, and Chuck Schumer. The bill would provide a direct road to U.S. citizenship for people who are either undocumented, have DACA or temporary status, and to graduate from U.S. high schools and attend college, enter the workforce, or enlist in a military program. This gives the dreamers the chance to legalize their stay here in the U.S. The DREAM Act of 2017 has had support from Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. In fact, in the Morning Consult survey from late April this year, 78% registered voters said that Dreamers should be allowed to stay in the country, with 56% expressing support for eventual citizenship. Finally, I need your help with something. Now I want you all to close your eyes and visualize two different scenarios for me. For the first scenario, imagine the US teeming with illegal immigrants. I'm not saying illegal immigrants are terrible people, but a good number of them don't pay taxes, nor can they be held responsible when they do something terrible because they don't have any paperwork. Now onto the next scenario. Imagine the US without any illegal immigrants because they actually took the time to undergo the process. See my point now? To review, you all learned about what the DACA program is, why we should end it, a solution for the problem once DACA is terminated, and lastly, what could potentially happen if we don't do something right now. So far, the DREAM Act of 2017 has not passed yet, but with DACA ending, help from each one of you is needed more than ever. If you have the time to scroll through Instagram or take selfies for Snapchat, then you definitely have the time to sign this petition about passing the DREAM Act of 2017. I know many of you are thinking that your single signature may not matter, but guys, it's the little things that count the most. I'm not about to stand in the way of legalizing illegal immigrants. The question is, are you?